dudes? How you guys doing? I am TheeRealDuke, and welcome to Three Block Challenge judging number 7. I think Three Block Challenge 7. Yeah, 7 here in Build Challenge season number 5 on the InfiniteHeights Minecraft Server. I am TheeRealDuke. I have my trusty, faithful sidekick, a nice young lady from Connecticut. Her name is Slicks. Hello, Slicks.
Hey guys.
Hey, you sound kind of sexy. You got a fat ass. Anyway, how you guys doing? We're back doing the build challenges and the judgings. I've been busy with much things, and I am somewhat back. I'm back enough to do this. Anyway, if you don't know what a 3-block challenge is, basically we have a 13 by 13 by 13 plot with which you can build anything you want as long as you use the 3 blocks I have chosen for the challenge. Additionally, you can use up to 5 torches and up to 3 signs for however you see fit. There's customizable lighting, stuff like that. The builds have to be within the 13 by 13 by 13 area. If they're outside of it, the plot's overall dimensions are actually 15 by 13 by 13. Unfortunately, it's a DQ. Sorry, but that's how. Hey, those are the rules. What are you gonna do about that? Miss anything, Slick?
You did not.
Okay, so we also have Player Choice Award voting going on here. The way to vote is do/PCV space vote, and then the plot number, and then that will cast your vote for it. We are at play.infiniteheightsmc.com. Join us if you're not there already. Do /3BC or /BCW rather when you get there to head to the Build Challenge World and check out the plots. Vote for your favorite. It counts. They win a prize. You should have joined if you didn't. Shame on you. Anyway, all right. You ready to get into this, Slick?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. Plot number 1, Hannah, a beach butterfly. So, what did you think, Slicks, when you saw these blocks? Like, what did you think?
I almost immediately thought of a cold beer at the beach.
Right? I mean, I was thinking summertime in my hemisphere, which is the northern hemisphere, best hemisphere. It's summertime, and where I live, it is extremely hot summertime, 90s every day. It is freaking hot. And I just thought, hey, summertime, beach. I thought sand. I thought maybe clouds or water or something with the cobwebs, and then just something, the sky maybe, or other different water with the blue glass. I thought of maybe the beach or something like that. Anyway, that's what I was thinking. I'm glad you picked up on cold beer too, Slick. I could use a beer right now. I'm surprised I don't have a beer. Anyway, one little additional challenge that's happening here is that sand falls, so you can't just place sand because it'll fall. So people have. I took a quick look around. People have thought of some interesting ways to make that happen. But anyway, back to this build, back to Hannah's butterfly. I am totally digging how ethereal Hannah made the wings and the little antennae on the butterfly. I'm gonna change this to night real quick. Looks nice. I like the little torch touches at the ends. What do you think, Slick?
Because you can see through the wings, it just makes the butterfly seem so much more delicate.
Agreed. Agree. I was also thinking like sand castles. Are people gonna try and build sand castles? And there's a couple structural type things here which are kind of cool. This is a cool use of these blocks. Again, it's like a light and airy kind of a thing. And then the heaviest part of the butterfly is the sand, which is cool. Very cool. Nice. Well done, Hannah. Good job. Plot number 2, Coral. What's up, Crow Roke? How you being, girl? Let's see. Signs over
here's
here. The Destructive Wave by Coral. This wave is completely devastating this small island. No one wants to be on this beach. View at night and moody, please. It's already night, and Kissy's already moody. So, what are you gonna do?
Oh, the beach is destroyed.
There is sand flying everywhere.
Oh, there's only one entrance to it.
You're crawling inside the wave.
Oh yeah. Like a surfer.
As a sand creeper, as a desert creeper, Slicks, do you have a fear of the water that like it'll wash you away? Do you hate water? Is that why you don't shower?
Absolutely do not. I don't shower because I'm lazy.
Okay.
And soap is expensive.
It is. Do you just use like a lot of baby powder?
I normally just roll in some dirt because dirt just hides the smell.
That's true. Like an elephant or a rhinoceros.
Exactly.
Very nice. Very nice and cost effective. I'm digging. Oh, go ahead.
Of the sand being thrown in the air from the tidal wave.
I was just going to say, I am digging the chaos of the sand flying up in the air. Totally awesome. The only thing I can think of is that, like, I might have... It looks like the wave is coming from, like, where I am in the direction I'm flying there, like, up against. And so I would have just brought the... blue for the water over to the corner here.
This looks like a cliff face almost, so I wonder what the size of the wave would be.
Yeah. Like, you can't really tell the scale. Like, obviously, it's a devastating wave. There's carnage everywhere, but is this like a 500-foot tall tsunami or some craziness? I don't know. But it's cool. Very cool. Nice composition with the scattering of the blocks, too. Crow Rock. Well done. Plot number 3, OLS. There's a kiwi in the way here. OLS. Let's see. This is a 3-in-1 build. The first one is in front, which is the statue of a cow-like god. The second one behind it is a statue of a banshee. The last one is a sanctuary inside. Alright, so I'm seeing cow face head on.
I didn't notice the banshee. I'm much more impressed now.
Statue of a cow-like god. The second one behind is a statue of a banshee. Okay, we see the screaming banshee face. Okay. And then the inside is a sanctuary. Now I am all up in these cobwebs.
Looks like the spine of the beast.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I'm really stuck in there. Okay. It looks kind of spinal just because of what the cobwebs look like, which is cool. Also because it's in the center, it kind of reads like that. Creepy banshee. Creepy cow god. Creepy.
I think it's because of the blocks, but the cow god looks like it should be near a pyramid.
Yeah, it almost has like a sphinx kind of quality to it, right? Because like the way the front kind of comes down. Yeah. Almost like the paws of the sphinx kind of thing. I don't think we've ever seen a 3-in-1 build like this either. That is creepy. That is definitely creepy. Cool.
This works out too, because all the other builds where they try to do multiple at one time are like, it's too much, and so it doesn't work out right.
Yeah.
But this actually does.
The only thing I would think about is that, like, if you look at the whole scope of this build, it's very, like, there are lots of protrusions everywhere, there's lots of smoothing and stuff like that, and then, like, the top part of the banshee face here, this kind of arc that's there, which is like the ears or the horns of the cow god. It's just all, it's like kind of flat from the side. And if it could, you know, if it would have maybe started out in this direction more and then kind of arced down and in while also bending, or like, you know, kind of hooked back and out. Either way, it's just the rest of it is, there's so much in like work put into the rest of it. Like this part here kind of sticks out. Like maybe it could have like taken just kind of a different dimension a little bit, but it's overall very cool, very original idea too. Very nice. Very nice. Plot number 4. OLL, one letter long. Water spout. Steer clear of that thing. Some guy from Assassin's Creed 4. So, water spout, if you don't know, is like a kind of tornado thing where it just kind of, it's like a tornado over water where it just sucks water up. It's a real thing. They happen. A lot of times they like suck fish and frogs and crap up into the clouds, and then they get carried like miles away and then like dumped like inland. It's kind of cool. What are you thinking of the action of this water spout here, Slick?
Oh man, I love this main water spout, and you got 2 more branching off of it, just trying to do its own thing. the sea foam stirring at the bottom. You got some sand poking out under the sea, under the foam.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see the waves more choppy though, or at least like it's sloping downwards as it gets getting sucked up into the vortex.
Kind of exaggerate the funnel kind of thing happening up. You're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much water in the funnel. Why not have like something here, like some clouds maybe?
Yeah, it would have been cool if there was maybe like a little bit of water also, like of the light blue glass, which I'm reading as water. Maybe interspersed with these little side spouts that are kind of along with it. But overall, I gotta say, the composition here is really cool. The curling and spiraling of the things and like the action that they create, it's very cool. Very cool. Digging it. Digging that activity. Very nice.
Oof. Wine belch does not taste good.
What?
Wine belch does not taste good.
What kind of wine is it? What vintage?
Oh, this is Bigfoot Shadows. I got this a long time ago at the farm show. I just forgot I had it. I just thought since 3BC's coming back, I'd break out some wine. And
Break out some wine for the special occasion. Plot 5, sir, no. This small floating island is only one of many and is home to the ancient Cloud Riders. They have lived in the sky for centuries and are tasked with protecting the mystical sand gems. Uh-oh, Slick. Sand gems.
Well, I can't. I don't think there's anything specific.
I can hear the smile in your voice.
I don't. Well, it doesn't matter what it is.
Uh-huh.
I mean, every enchanted item has to earn its own name by what it does and how you use it. So, like a lightning sword can either have a nasty name by the wielder, or it could have more like a saving type name next hero could use. And the Cloud Riders are awesome. Just with what would that be called? A wisp? No. Oh, I don't know. I feel like there's a word I should be using. I just don't know it.
We'll shout the word out later. Let's talk about
Nimbus.
the build here. Nimbus, like
Yes.
the cloud type.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the sand gem present in the middle. Very nice. We have cobwebs used as clouds, which is kind of cool. And there really is, because of the way that Serenade has worked his composition here, there really is a sense of flight and airiness and floating, even though it's, he's given us an island made out of sand. So I think that's not an easy thing to do, and I think pulling it off is commendable. So well done there. What do you? I mean, Slick, you're partial to sand in the first place, right?
Yes.
So, and then this has the fantasy, the fantastical element to it, which you dig, right?
Yes.
And what do you think about the composition, though, and the actual technical aspects of the build?
I love the fact that it looks like it's getting moved or blown in a certain direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really get a good sense of motion to it, don't you?
Yeah.
It's very active. Very cool. Nicely done, Serenade. Another imaginative build from that fine young cannibal. Plot number 6, Elemental. I hate sand. Well.
Oh.
Well, that is an affront to
see what kind of score
Slicks.
this is gonna get.
Wow. So
I had a huge compliment I'll go into.
Wow. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, despite the fact that we have seen a lot of structures in 3BC, this has got to be one of my more favorite structurally built ones. Just because you got the sand as the main building block, but you got the cobwebs holding it up. It looks like a decoration piece instead of just more structure.
All right, fair. I like inside the house here. There are a couple decorative elements that just kind of look cool from outside that don't really function as parts of the house, but there's special attention paid to the chimney and fireplace here, which is kind of neat. It's just like, you know, we have the cobwebs around the outside, which serve like primarily a decorative purpose and as like a kind of functional support purpose, right? To hold the sand in place. But then in here, we have repurposed it as the fire inside the fireplace, which is cool. And then up top, the smoke that's coming out, which is kind of neat. Like that a lot. A glass house, something, something, throwing stones, something, something. Yeah, it's definitely a different take on a house, which we do see a lot of structures. Very cool. Very cool. Well done, Elemental. Congrats on that build. Very nice. How many entries did we have here, Slicks? I think 20.
We have quite a lot. It's almost
like
full.
24, right? So okay, so we'll get to plot 12, and then we will cut for part number 1, and we'll come back to part number 2. Just throwing that out there, peeps. All right, plot number 7. Audi, what's up, buddy? Spiders. Species blue ebony widow. Thought about nightmares of crystal spiders. Made an ebony spider to ease the fear. Alright. Let me see if I can see this. Oh, okay. Alright. So, the fangs on the front of the spider are not actually called fangs. They're called pedipalps. And they're right here. Don't ask me how I know these things. I just do. They're right here. And then we have leg number 1 kind of coming down here. Leg number 2 kind of coming down there. 3 and 4, we're assuming the additional legs are back underneath the spider, and then the body of the spider back here. It's a cool effect of like multiple eyes with the 4 torches that I'm seeing there, and then we have the cobwebs, you know, as cobwebs. Ooh, I'm in a secret cobweb-free zone in the back. I see you.
Yeah.
Come get.
I wish there would have been some blue glass back here, like protected eggs.
Come get sticky with me back here, Slicks, in these webs.
Oh, you forget I don't shower. I'm already sticky.
I'm covered in it right now. Ugh. Alright. Let's get out of there. Because I'm not getting paid enough for it. My only gripe, and this is, I mean, I think it's extremely creative and unexpected to present a spider with these I understand that there's cobwebs there, but the rest of the blocks don't necessarily lend themselves to creating solid type things. And so to see that, I think, is really, really very, very creative. My only gripe is that these front 2 sides here, I'm calling it the front, it's not, obviously there's no front, but like these 2 front sides here versus these 2 back here, I'm just looking at like
just a wall.
Yeah. What I would have thought about was like maybe because there's going to be cobwebs everywhere, because Audi's giving us the spider on the cobweb. Why not make this essentially like the back 2 walls here all cobweb, and then because there would be so much cobweb everywhere, you could stud sand in wherever you wanted to create a tree branch or, you know,
random particles of earth.
Yeah, just something, just so we could see, because, you know, when we're over here looking at it, it's awesome.
So, I know you already know about this, but you build it outside the bounds.
This one. And those 2 over there, that's 3. Outside the bounds. Got a DQ, Audi, my man. Come on, baby. Audi knows better, too. Come on, Audi. Come on, man. Alright, plot number 8, potato. Yesterday is the past, tomorrow's the future, today's the gift. That's why it's called present. For my present, I want to get first place in 3BC. Alright. And what do we got here? What are you seeing, Slick?
Awesome hourglass.
Awesome hourglass, indeed. Indeedly deedles.
You know what? I would not have thought to use cobwebs as decoration blocks until this challenge.
Well, good. I wish the because like you think of it when you see an hourglass, you think of like the hourglass as being symmetrical.
Mm.
So you can't really tell which side is up or down, you know. So I just, excuse me, I want to see this cobweb band down along the bottom too. Also, I mean, not all hourglasses are symmetrical, but in addition to making this symmetrical, which I think might help a little bit, it just adds a little bit of cool little detail to it too that the top has, which makes the top look really interesting. And you know, I just kind of wish that down here, the bottom part had the same kind of coolness. You know what I'm saying?
I like some of the hourglasses that is almost protected in a box form, where at each corner they have like a decorative wooden rod. Yeah,
dowel type thing there. Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it.
I dig it. I wish there was just a little bit more zazz from like cobwebs and stuff like that. A little bit more zazz, but it is definitely a solid build and really cool and creative thought to kind of bring this out here and to use like disc. Oh, you wish, Slicks. Like Slicks said, I was just talking to Slicks in chat. To Disc in chat. I hate everybody. I hate all humans. Like Slicks said. Really cool idea to use the cobwebs as decoration like that. Well done. Well done. Plot number 9 are Neon Fire. The best, how do we start? Okay, from the front here. The best memories are often left behind to be shared, but everything has an end, their existence erased by nature or man. However, those emotions never fade. Crazy things memories are. Crazy things memories are indeed.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
You right?
My mom's boyfriend just wanted to make sure I was okay in here.
What does he care? Tell him to get the hell out. Kick him in the mouth.
Well, because I'm like normally loud playing League. And I'm much quieter at the moment.
He doesn't hear you swearing and spilling and breaking things, and so he's concerned. Alright, that's fair. Fair enough.
Looks like someone tried building a sandcastle.
Looks like a sandcastle. And so we have, let's see if we can get this here. The best memories are often left behind to be shared, but everything has an end. Their existence erased by nature or man. However, those emotions never fade. Crazy things the memories are. So we have this kind of little sandcastle here, something that somebody formed as if a memory. And then we have just the constant erosion and constant effect of nature. The waves crashing on and pulling it back to the sea. But there's still part of it left. Very poignant. Very nice. I mean, this is a really nice composition, and there's some really cool kind of effects that are happening. There are bright spots down here in the lighting. It's lit from underneath, so those are on. The top ones are on too, except for right above where the clouds are, which is cool because then it kind of gives the effect that the clouds are casting shadows, which is definitely not something we've ever seen happen here. Nobody has built clouds and then strategically used the lighting to cast shadows. Very cool. It adds like a really another dimension of depth to it, which is just, I think, really pretty awesome. Really great idea to do that. I've never thought of that or seen that before. What do you think, Slick?
I can think of only one thing I would want to see. I don't know if this would add to you or not, but I would like to see like all the lights pretty much off. Maybe 3 or 4 on up here, and 1 and 2 in the ocean. That way it looks like it's nighttime out and the tide's coming in.
So you'd rather see this as like a nighttime kind of darker kind of a thing than the brighter one that we have here.
Yeah, the signs are kind of giving me it's a tidal wave feeling.
Okay.
But the small sandcastle like throws it off.
Okay. For me, the signs are kind of given a different effect. The signs were more talking about this, like, you know, kind of from the perspective of like time heals all wounds kind of a thing, which is maybe drawing into question a little bit and saying maybe time doesn't actually, and there's some things even time can't take away, even though everything changes and time goes on and time persists and stuff like that. You know, there's some maybe scars that we're talking about. I don't know. Either way, it makes you think, which I think is really cool and I think is really important. So I will say Neon Fire, well thought out and well executed. Great build, well done. Plot number 10. Just to be viewed from the left. Try Moody, please. No, you're Moody. Be viewed from the left. Slash. Is it supposed to be day or night? Be here.
Oh, it was spooky.
Oh, you scared?
I was.
You want to snuggle? Don't be afraid. It's okay.
I'm just gonna hide behind this block.
It's okay. Don't be afraid. Wait, what number plot is this? This is 10. Okay.
10.
2 more and we're gonna break.
Oh, what's going on with that? Oh, what is going on with that glass?
Treasure Island skull killed with a glass sword.
That would have just killed me until I read that sign.
Oh, okay, so we got like the sword sticking into the top of the skull. Sweet. Extra points for Carnage, am I right?
Oh yeah. And this is old Carnage too.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's all rusted and worn away. Looks like a spider might have lived here at one point.
Yeah, it was really good to use. I mean, Jess is using the cobwebs to structurally just to support the sand, but then also she's kind of incorporated them in other ways, like showing age, just cool little particle effects and stuff like that. Maybe there's some kind of, because it is an island, maybe there's water splashing, or maybe they're actually just cobwebs and stuff like that. But incorporating them in multiple uses adjacent to each other kind of draws your eye away from seeing them as these symmetrical support things, which is really creative use, well thought out use of those two. Really, what I would call, as one of those art maker dudes, a really good sense of gesture here. So the gesture that I'm talking about is kind of a gesture. The way I mean it is when somebody makes a line that implies a shape that's not actually there, but it makes you feel like what was there or what could be there. And there's really great gesture to the back of the skull. So we know what a skull looks like. We know the top part of the skull without the jaw kind of comes up and then around like this. But if we look at the size of the face proportional to the rest of the plot, if we tried to kind of plan that out, the back of the skull would actually be outside of the plot. But she's given us enough and used this sense of gesture that I'm talking about to imply where the rest of the back of the skull would be, and I think that is a very clever and very well executed thing to do. Very cool.
The skull looks like he's going, oh man.
Like, oh, are you serious? This is like the 3rd glass sword on my face today. It's Monday. And then all of a sudden, has a glass sword on my head. Supposedly he took a glass sword to the skull. Anyway, plot number, well done, Jess, very well done. Plot number 11, Filthy Rat.
That's really rude, Duke.
What is?
Calling him a filthy rat.
I don't care. What part of me and what you know about me makes you think I care in any way? Because I don't.
There's one sign back here.
I don't see it.
Modern home after a bad dust storm.
So what's the dust? Is the dust like the oblong or the odd-shaped piles around, or is the dust the cobwebs, or?
You know what? I think it's a mixture.
You think it's a little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
because I mean, with modern style building, you think about, right, it makes you think of like more austere, more, you know, regular geometrical shapes. And this is primarily these like big rectangular forms or square forms or columnar forms like we have here, these decorative elements. But then it's a little bit of jazz up here that makes me think that that's a little dusty.
I like these decorative pillars. Oh, why can't I get up here? Anything inside? There are cobwebs.
I can't get it. Stuck inside those webs. What's that song? Spider webs?
I don't even have a hint of what you're talking about.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You love Gwen Stefani.
I don't even think I've heard that name till now.
Oh my god, you're insane.
What song would I know?
You're insane and a liar. Alright, anyway, this is a cool design and a cool concept too, because we have like different blocks used in different ways right next to each other, which is kind of cool, and it still works, because we definitely still feel like we're seeing a modern style house, but then knowing it's in a dust storm, we have the cobwebs incorporated as decorative elements in parts of the house in the corners, and then these kind of columns and statue type things here, which are cool. And we also see it's just, hey, it's a little dirty dirt. It's from the dust. Very nice, very nice. It's also just a cool looking house. I'm not a huge fan of modern style builds, but modern style houses anyway. Yeah, but that's an interesting design for a house. Well done, you filthy rat. Plot number 12, Kissy.
Oh, Duke.
What?
This is DC'd as well.
No way. Where? Oh, geez, this row. This row is outside the 13 by 13 by 13. Ah, god dang it. Filthy rat. Come on.
Oh, hold on again.
Alright, well, we're not waiting for Slicks. Slicks can catch up. Plot 12, Kissy. Let's see here. A bloom of jellyfish swimming about in the sea. You don't want to get tangled into the tentacles. View at night. Best view is 50% brightness. Well, we're viewing it in Moody, because that's what we do here. This is adorable. What I'm trying to do now, we'll talk about the jellyfish in one second. What I'm trying to do now is understand what this jazz is up here with the sand, because it is not immediately made clear to me, but it is creating cool shadows and stuff down here. So I mean, it also creates, like, I mean, it could be like some kind of coral formation or something because we're in the ocean, but I like to think that Kissy has, a lot of the time, she has, you know, more plans for that. So I'm just going to put that in the back burner of my brain for a second and talk about these little dudes. This adorable little jellyfish. So the bell of the jellyfish, I'm going to say, is being made, I'm reading as.
Alright, sorry about that again.
Hey. We're just talking about the jellyfishes, and I'm reading the glass as the bell part of the jellyfish, and then the tentacles trailing behind it. So this one is like swimming downward over here. This one is swimming that way. This one is swimming down. This one is swimming down also. This one is swimming that way. So it's kind of cool to just look around and see them all swimming around. It makes me think a little bit of SpongeBob going out with his net trying to catch jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of adorable. What do you think? What do you think this is up here, Slicks? Like up top here, this like sand kind of stuff with the cobwebs and such.
I don't know. I thought that the cobwebs was the sea foam.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it could be sea foam too. Okay. I thought it was maybe like we were just catching like I wasn't sure, and then I thought maybe like we were catching like this is like maybe an outcropping or a little bit of an overhang of like some coral formation or something like that, but was not sure. I don't know how you read that, but I do like it because I was saying before that it makes cool shadows kind of happen down here. It makes like the lighting interesting and stuff. Man, judging these is going to be so freaking hard. Holy crap. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Kissy, well done. That was build number 12. That is it for part number 1 of the build challenge judging. If you are on the server, awesome. I'm glad. Do /BCW to get the build challenge world. Fly around as we are doing. Check out the builds. Cast your vote by doing /PCV space vote and then the plot number for Player Choice Award. Let's see what we're at now. We have 2 votes for plot 7.
Oh, can the 2 plots that built over the line, can they still get the Player's Choice Award?
Yeah, because it's not the viewer's job to determine if things are disqualified or not. And then, like, if they like the build, they like the build. And then, like, what would we do with those votes that were already cast? You know what I mean? We can't take them and give them to other things. So
okay.
Yeah, boom. Well, you know, again, I love the build. It's just that's just one of the rules. So for the official prizes, we can't do that. But there's the player choice voting. Hey, that's why it's important to cast your vote. Anyway, this is part number 1. Good question, Slicks. Thank you. This is part number 1. Part number 2 is coming up in just a second. We're going to do the second half of the builds. We're going to pick up at lucky plot number 13. Again, if you're on the server, cast your vote for Player Choice Award. If you're not on the server, we're at play.infiniteheightsmc.com. Join us. We're going to have some fun. I mean, we're having fun. Anyway, stick around. We're coming back real soon with part number 2.